Everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story, episode 22 with me, Sid, and this is the first episode that I have recorded since I returned from my jollies. I'm just smelting up the remaining copper that I have to make another pickaxe head and 5 ingots. It's quite late, well, it's not late at night, it's 9:30, the outside temperature is -4, but we're quite toasty because we're nice next to this fire here. But yeah, so I'm just waiting on this. It's almost there, and then we'll get this going. And we'll have you out, get you into there, and start off by doing a pour there, and then a pour there. And there. And we are going to have to do several things this episode. Not expecting to get a huge amount done. Just because, well, let's be honest. It's winter, the days are really short, and we've got a few things I want to try and tackle. I could do with cooking myself some more dinner before I go any further. Hello. Come on, down. Oh, yeah, of course. So I'm so used to been playing 7 Days to Die a lot, and it does muck up your sense of, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take those, and yeah, 3, 4. I think we'll make a carroty stew. I think it's probably about the best we're going to do. But we've still got the leather going to make the final piece of armour, and I doubt there'll be enough for a backpack. So I'm not really expecting to achieve that, to be honest, on this one, but we do need to kill a few more beasties and all of the other good stuff that I do not like. Woof, there we go, much better. While that's cooking, I'll put this stuff away. And what is it actually now anyway? We are on 1st of January, so, which is where we left off, of course, last time. So no surprises there. That was what I was expecting. What are you, by the way? Brown coal, burn temperature. Ooh, you burn hotter than charcoal by the looks of it. It's interesting. I happen to know where that is as well. I mean, there's wolves and stuff. But I think we're going to have to start getting a little bit braver with what we're doing, because, well, it's, how do I say it? We need to progress. And, in terms of the building and our life and our space here, we're actually pretty good, I think, I've got plenty of blocks, I've got plenty of other stuff. I'm still working out what I've got where, but I've got timber, nothing in any of those. Oh, that is clay in there. Oh yeah, there we go. Nothing in that. Lots of timber there, lots of timber there. Stuff in there, just lots and lots of good little things. That is done, so we'll take you out. We'll take that out of there, let it run out. No, I did not want to do that. Okay. Maybe we'll just have a little snooze and get the rest of the night out of the way. Then we can have a look at what I have to actually do today. Because a lot of this is preparatory, if anything. The other thing I want to do is to start thinking more about permanent temporal storm management. What time are we at? Oh, we had a lie-in by any village standard. Let's just have breakfast. Along with a nice roll. So, first things first, let's check what the state of... That's sealed for 16 hours of 3 days. That's 16 hours of 4.5 days. So still nowhere near. Okay. We do need to get up onto the roof. And for that I'm going to want... so any old block will do, I suppose. Probably not sand. You use a cob, I think that should work. So I need to check out these corners because I've got the chisel now. That was the last thing we made last episode, or one of the last things we made last episode anyway. But if I just use this as a means to get up onto the roof, we should be able now to continue doing these corner pieces. Now there's a question mark whether what I want to do there, but there's no question mark about what I want to do there. So let me get you and maybe do a little bit of that. Get these corner pieces fixed. I also need to replace this chimney with some solid bits. Now that's fine on that side, I think, although I do want to, yeah, I'll narrow that down. But yeah, so we've got corner pieces to tidy up on most of these. Over here, down there, here, and I think over, we've definitely got some to do there, something to do there. Don't know whether I want to do anything with that, whether to take that out or not, but that's got a corner piece to be dealt with. Yeah, let me get on with this and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, we got the we got all the chiseling done. Didn't use a huge amount of durability, which is always good. I may put some chisel and cut into these walls a bit at some point, but I'm not 100% certain. What I am 100% certain about, however, is that I want to go across this low fertility ground, lowering this section of ground and raising that section of ground all over there to bring this all up, ultimately level with each other. I'm not a big fan of flattening the ground. I won't go mad, but certain areas I just think it is beneficial. I think that's probably fair enough to say. So I mean, we've got, you know, that's obviously no use to us. But this stuff we can use to start raising all of this up across here. And into that space there. So this will be the new ground level. All of this will come up. Basically, I need to fill a whole load of ground in. I also do need to do some hunting and try and kill myself a few meat creatures. Meat creatures, yes, that's the new word we'll use for them. I really do need to get into animal breeding, but again, this is, you know, we're at 3 o'clock. The sun's going down. It's not ideal. So right now I'm just going to excavate what I can, and just using cheap throwaway disposable tools. That's just a tree waving over there. I thought I saw movement, but I think it's just a tree. And we'll pass the time. It'll probably be a couple of days because I'm going to continue waiting for that leather, and at some point I also want to go and I want to go and grab some more. I mean, I can do it this way, it's just less, takes longer, doesn't it? I want to grab leather and go and grab some more copper because we are desperately low on copper. So that's my plan for the immediate future, and let's try and just sit out this winter, get through it as best we can so we're ready come spring. See, that's only 3 of 9. There's no point even keeping that down. That is dead growing turnip, so I might as well grab those seeds as well. Yeah, I will continue on and I'll be back with you in a little while. Of course, it wouldn't be the same without having a temporal storm, so I'm in one of my temporary temporal storm shelters, and I'm just going to spend the night. It doesn't help that it's also night, it's getting cold, and yeah. Oh well, it's imminent. I'll be back with you as soon as that's over. Well, there's a problem. You see, I realised that my hammer was a little bit low. I actually went out and mined up the copper from that one there, which I can now remove because it's no longer there. And I realised my hammer was a little bit low, so I started hammering out another hammer out of an ingot. Yeah. Now the problem is I've got this. I've got no hammer to hammer it with. You can't melt that in a crucible. So unless you can melt it in a crucible. No, you can't, because you can't put it in a crucible. So I'm going to have to go out, hunt down some copper shards, the little tiny bits. I only need 12, well, I need 19 of them, because I don't think there isn't, I can't make any other kind of hammer, can I? I can't make a stone hammer. I can't remember now. This is, yeah, this is awkward to say the least. I've got a pick head, which is great, but of course it's no good if I can't sustain myself and make a hammer. Yeah, I'm in a little bit of a quandary. I did survive the thingy, managed to run away. I did use up all my arrows, which was unfortunate, but I think what we're going to have to do is go take a stroll, out to, let's have a look on the map for starters. What have we got there? There's a tradie there. That's clay. There's copper there, but I'm absolutely certain there's a wolf out that way, and I really don't want to get into that fight currently if I can avoid it. Now, what have we got down here? We've got a whole load of coal, which might actually be better than... Yeah, there's definitely wolfies out there. Things, and we've not gone significantly this way, I don't think, yet. So I've not really got much of an idea of anything about there. There's some clay over there. There is copper there and copper there, apparently. Well, that's clay. That's fairly close to where I got at. The first eating. I think it was the first eating of the playthrough. And I don't think I've marked any significant copper finds over here at all. Fairly certain we haven't. There's a overlean there. I mean, my copper markers are usually pretty easy to find. There's copper there, but again, it's not the and copper there, and it definitely was a wolf out that way. Oh, and then you've got this stuff over here, of course, haven't you? Which I've not really had a good route around. I mean, there must be loads of minerals and copper and stuff kicking around in all these areas. That was lead. That was chalk. Really could have done with it being a better colour, I think. Let's make you red. There we go. Much better. Stands out more. Anyway, I am in a little bit of a quandary. Here's the long and short of it. And I'm not entirely sure what to do next. Now, those are 3 small hides ready for tanning, but that still requires a day and just under half a day actually. So, what to do? Oh, if only I'd cast a hammer while I was thinking about it. Rock in a hard place, I'm afraid. I mean, there's no trickery or anything up there. Incidentally, I have got a recurve bow drying in my inventory. It's been out there for about a day and a half. It is 36% dried. So, yep, and I also do need to put that away. I'll show you what I have achieved so far, apart from baggering up and things. So we've now got a lot more space in this little bit of a garden out here, and you'll notice that that bit what I am going to do is build out here is a permanent charcoal pit. So we'll dig this back, we'll put a stone pit in place, and then we'll fill it with, we'll have dirt to one side, maybe even just a chest or something to help us get that. But I am utterly buggered at the moment because I ain't got no hammer. But we're starting to encroach this way. This is not starting to get nicely leveled off. That's obviously coming down. I'm also running perilously low on flint, to be honest. But I really do need, come on. See, that is growing, so that suggests to me that it is, what are we in now? The 5th of January. We are getting further along. But I'm not sure what to do for the best now. How to whether to wait it out till the spring. I can always reheat that piece, and at least I'm assuming I can reheat that piece and work on that. But right now I'm a little bit, I really should be ready for that, because I know I've been hearing wolf sounds for quite a while. I'm fairly certain. Oh, we'll have that. Flint's always going to be. Yeah, so there's definitely copper in this area I've marked. But I haven't got any shards on the floor, so digging that up isn't going to help me. Winter sucks, as do wolves, but I think the best thing to do is pass the time right now. Just get through this winter and try not to die. If I could find a wolf, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. It wouldn't be a good thing, but I think I could beat it now with the little bit of armor I've got. Alright, back in a bit. Well, as it stands, it's with the winter is definitely not my thing. Thank you for, I can't remember the person who told me that I could craft an entire bucket of 10 flour with a bucket of water to get 10 dough, but thank you, that makes life considerably easier. I have continued working in the outside area here. There's over there. I've now got the fire pit in. I'm continuing to fill this in. We do need to continue to fill the landing over there, which is probably about all the make work I can do. I've got about a day to wait for the leather to finish curing, and then I can put the small leathers in and get those going, and hopefully make at least maybe an armor piece. Need to kill probably a wolf or something to get the bow made anyway, and I also need to go and kill some chickens to make some feathers, so to get some feathers to make the arrows, which of course I also need a hammer to make the arrowheads, unless I go with flint, but I haven't got a lot of flint. Yeah, winter sucks. It's definitely a time of hardship. So at the moment I'm just making work for myself, keeping myself busy, keeping myself fed, and generally speaking trying to survive. And yeah, that's about all I can do. So I'll see you in a short while. Alright, we have another 9 leather, and we've got 3 hides which we can place into there. There's more than enough strong tannin in there. The seal, oh, you can't seal them. Okay, so what can we do with this? We can make, well, leather body armor. I can't make a, I could make leg leather jerkin, but it's actually not as good as body armor, is it? I don't think. And leather body jerkin again, but actually don't think it's as good. That's a 60%. And that is going to need Way more leather than I've actually got. Okay. Well, that was worth waiting for. Those 3 will bring me, I think I'm going to guess that an individual short small hide like that will only get me 3 things. I'm steadily stripping this bit of land back and filling this in. I had to come in because I got cold and wet, so I had to go and warm myself by the fire. But I don't think there's a huge amount I can do right now. Now, at some point, we're going to head back down to the south end of the lake where there is a rich supply of medium fertility soil. Because I'm not going to be making my farmland out of this stuff. But we filled in the hole. Well, I haven't filled in the hole. I've done a trick I use in Minecraft where I've made it only 1 high on the ground. So I'm going to guess that they need the drifters need more space to spawn than a 1 high block. So that was my thought. So rather than fill it in fully, I left a 1 high gap. But I just want to get this down and get as much of this done as I can. But I really do need to wait for some warmer weather. I think I really feel like I'm struggling with the weather and the short days, and I don't know at what point we start to see this warm up. Now, if this were based on British European winter, then I would expect to see us warm up March time, and even then not greatly. February is normally quite cold, so I could be stuck like this for some time, which is a little bit awkward. Now, there is an alternative. I could take my bed, let me just center on me for a second, and head further south and start exploring around here a bit more. But I don't think we're going to get considerably. I mean, there's those copper sections down near that fire clay. I don't think it's going to be considerably warmer down here. I suppose in theory it would be warmer in the desert, but what do I know? I mean, that desert's surrounded on all sides by that. Is it a desert? I don't know. It seems deserty. And then obviously there's areas to go and explore, but I'm really between that rock and a hard place right now. So I think we're going to have to maybe try come down here and maybe grab a bit of coal or something. But I think on that note, I'm not entirely sure how long I've been going, but hopefully it's around about 30 minutes, give or take. I'm going to call this one an episode. I am a little bit stumped as to where to go next, and you know, as usual, everybody's got great suggestions and I will be implementing them. I am steeling myself for the fine art of punching a sheep and luring it into a pen, and a pig. Chickens, I don't know, chickens will have to herd in something, and that's going to be interesting, because chickens and eggs have nothing to do with each other. You don't get chickens from eggs currently. You get chickens from breeding chickens. Well, what the eggs are for, nobody knows. But we definitely need to come up with some progress. Until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.